It's coffee time. And look, it is no Sherlock that sits here this day, but instead, Miss Watson. And I'm wondering how she got there because I clipped her nails, so she definitely didn't scale up like Wolverine, but I think maybe she was on the back of the couch. Like, here's the couch, here's where she can stand, and I think maybe she jumped from the couch to here. But obviously, she's definitely seen Sherlock there a lot. And they've been having weird. This happened so quickly. I didn't expect her to go through a weird rebellious stage this fast, but she's definitely had this stage going on for, I want to say, like a week, where she's kind of challenging Sherlock all the time. And for the most part, he's a pushover. Like, he'll just let her do whatever she wants, which I'm like, come on, you gotta be top dog, you know? But it's so weird. Like, I'll feed them, and I have to have their bowls really far away from each other now because she'll start eating, and then suddenly she'll want his food. She doesn't want her own food, even though they have the exact same food. And I'm just like, why? Why do you gotta do that? It's so mean. It's such a bratty thing to do. And sometimes Sherlock like growls at her and doesn't let her, but other times he's like, whatever, and she eats his food and then he just walks over and takes her food. Like, it's the strangest thing to me and I don't understand why it happens, but being kind of silly, huh? And the whole like jumping up on the table over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until she gets her way. I've started spraying her, like I told you, and that's helped. That's helped a lot. But I'm hoping she doesn't wind up with a tood. Huh? I don't want no toots. You don't want no toots. You're very cute. Possibly the most adorable kitten in the world. Jeannie came over, and then she was kind of helping me clean. And then a few of our other friends came over as well, and I was like trying to clear space on the coffee table, and then I wound up bringing out, I can't remember if I told you guys about this or not ever, but like YouTube, when you reach 100,000 subscribers, which at this point I'm at 400,000, yay, on Press Heart, and then I don't remember how much I have on Dexterity Bonus, but they send you like a little notice and they're like, hey, you can have a gift card to B&H and you can also have one of two gifts. The first gift is like a weird little backpack that says YouTube on it, and the other gift is two foldable chairs that have the YouTube logo on them. And I was like, chairs, obviously. Like, I don't have a use for that backpack. But most people chose the backpack, which kind of cracks me up. So with people coming over, I was like, great, you guys can either sit on the floor or you can use the YouTube chairs. And they were like, huh? And they're so funny. They're like the weirdest little chairs. They're shaped like this. So like your patoot goes here and then like your legs go this way. It's so funny. Like, do these even count as chairs? But I like having them around because they're compact. Like, when you put them away, you just fold them up and they're just like a tube. And you can just shove them in a closet and they don't take up any space at all. And that's two extra chairs if I ever need them, like tonight. So, it's kind of nice. But yeah, I went through a bunch of receipts and did a bunch of laundry. Just stuff, just things that needed to happen. And I'm very happy about that. I want to get new flowers. I want to get new flowers for my vase, and I don't know when to do that. But, I mean, I can always wait until the farmer's market again and go during the farmer's market. Oh my gosh, so remember how I was like, hey guys, I'm going to go get a wax, and I'm so excited. So, I remember on the phone, I remember her telling me, there's going to be a parade today, so make sure that you show up early enough to get parking because they're going to close off some roads. And I was like, okay. And it completely just, I spaced it. I completely spaced it. So today, I'm like, all right, it's time for me to go. I leave, and I spent 15 minutes. Oh, you leaving? Bye. Spent like 15 minutes looking for parking and then called them. And I was like, what is the latest that you'll take me? And they were like, honestly, we were about to call you because we can't take you after right now. I was like, dang it. They were like, can we reschedule you? I was like, yeah, that's fine. But man, that sucked. I was like, if that parade was not there, I would have gotten there hella early. But no. But no, so my eyebrows are still... Do you like my one eye that's like, yes, yes, just like can't stay open. Oh no. But yeah, my eyebrows are still a little bit messy, but I don't think you can tell on this video, so I don't even care. Don't even care, although I almost knocked over my coffee and that would have been very sad. Yes. We're almost done putting up Wolf Among Us. It was so quick. It's only like 4 episodes long. If I had made them 20-minute episodes, it would have lasted longer. But I was like, but there's such obvious stopping points, you know? Like at every half-hour mark, there wound up being like an obvious stopping point. So I was like, I'm just not going to worry about it. So, but I might play through it again because there are it sounds like there are huge differences depending on what you do. So I'm like, all right, kind of want to play through it again and be completely different than I was this time. Because this time I decided, you know, I'm going to be true to Big B's character, or I'm going to try to, right? So like every now and then I would do something and in the comments everybody would be like, gosh, you were so mean. And I'm like, I'm having a bad day. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, I just don't, you know what? Sometimes you get irritated and you snap at people. And if you're Big B, you're just going to be like, whatever. I snapped at you. So what? Everybody hates me anyway. Like, it's just, so it's like, I'm gonna play true to the character. But next time I might try to play like the fully nice game, right? Or the just fully mean game where I beat people up. That would also be fun. But there are big decisions that you make in the game, like, do I do this or do I do that? Like, really obvious choices that I'm like, oh, I should play through again and then make the other choice and see how the game progresses that way. Because I think that it'll show me something very different from what I think it will. And that'll also help me kind of figure out the story. One thing that I wish they had explained, but that I don't know. One thing I wish that they had explained in the game, and I don't know how they would have without it feeling very like, oh, we are Fables, and we do this and that and this and that to other Fables who know all of that, right? I hate in anime when that happens. Anime does that all the time. But a thing that I thought was so interesting is we were talking in the comment section about how the Fables are hard to kill. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, I'm kind of assuming that the reason that they're hard to kill is because they're magical beings, right? Like there's some sort of a protection over them. And then somebody responded, I can't remember who it was, sorry, but somebody responded and was like, well, it's not only like literal, but you also have to think of it as fables, like the stories are hard to kill. And there are some stories that will be told over and over and over and over again for hundreds of years, more than they already have. And there are some stories that we don't even remember anymore. And the stories that we don't tell anymore are the ones that are easier to kill. And the ones that, like Snow White or Cinderella, the ones that we just know so easily and are told constantly, those are the fables that are the toughest to kill. And I was like, that is so fascinating, like super cool. And I wish that they had explained that more in the game, because the game deals with murder, right? And so I was like, man, I wish that I had known that while I was playing through it, but I still enjoyed it so much. I definitely recommend it. What did you knock over? I'll come look later. Yeah, I'm obviously planning on playing more of it as each episode comes out. So, but the way it ended, I was like, there's so much happening, I just need the next episode now. But, yeah, those are my feels. I need to take a shower. I'm gonna go take a shower. But I hope that you guys had an amazing day and an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.